Well, hello and good morning, my friends. Today is Thursday, the 20th of July, and I'm back with or it's a Flosstube extra, or it will be an insert video in my Flosstube. It depends on how long it's going to be. You know already. I don't, so we'll see. Zoe is here with me on my table. She's a bit under the weather, so yeah, I'm going to leave her. Leave her be. Is that good? I don't know. I'm a bit out of practice. I'm a bit nervous again, and yeah. This is going to be, as I said, a little extra thing. I made a video or a collage like thing for each needlework store I visited on vacation, and yeah, I'm going to show you what I have bought in each store and tell you a bit about the store or my visit. That's a better word. So I'll insert the first store. We started in Seattle, and then we went to Portland. Ooh, she wants to throw everything on the floor. Then we went to Portland, and of course we visited Acorns and Threads. We went early in the day because Acorns and Threads closes at 4 in the afternoon, so I wanted to make sure I had enough time to shop and look and yeah, buy. So I'll insert a clip here. yeah, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful visit. Yeah, they had a lot. I was completely blown away by what they had. It was wonderful. The people in the store were very nice, and yeah. So let me show you. Oh, hold please. I needed to grab something. I forgot. Zoe, beetje aan de kant. So the first thing, well, let me show you the patterns first, because my plan was to buy a lot of fabrics to build my stash. Not that it needs a lot of building, but I wanted to try out some fabric dyers who are not easy to get here in the Netherlands, like Fox and Rabbit. It's yeah, so, but let me show you my patterns first. This is one I had on my wish list for a very long time, from the first time I saw it, and it's called Hawk Run. Hello? Halloween at Hawk Run. Hello. Oh, hollow. And I love this. So they had it and it went in my basket. Then I saw this one on Flosstube and I really love it. It's by Ink Circles, Mantis Live. Yeah. And then I bought a Lindy Stitches Birds Club, and it's called Black-Throated Grey Warbler. So let me show you how it looks when it's finished. So for my bird collection, of course the Blue Flower, one of my favorite designers, Spring Quail. Also for my bird, oh, this one, Tudor Goat. I love it, it's awesome. Also by the Blue Flower, I bought this one, Forest Home. Also by the Blue Flower. Really beautiful. And this one is a new, at least to me, a new to me designer. And I really love this pattern. It's so cute. Look at the ladybugs. So it's by Luhu Stitches and it's called Singing in the Rain. So I hope you can see it because of the glare, but I think it's clear. And then I bought some Mill Hill kits because I really wanted to try a Mill Hill kit. And I bought these 3 in the store. I don't know if you saw it on the video, but in the store they had 6 of them stitched on one piece of fabric, and it was gorgeous. So I chose these 3. I'm sorry, words. I'm still so tired from our trip. I started working again last Tuesday and it was really heavy. So when I came home, I collapsed and fell asleep on the couch. I was so tired and I only work 5 hours. So yeah, I was completely yeah, my energy was gone. Then I saw this one when I was filming the models in the store. I came across this one, so I added this to my purchases after I bought my stuff. But I really love this. I think there are more colors of these, so I think I'm going to order more, but I couldn't start them. I had to show you first. So I've been wanting to start a Mill Hill kit all week, but I thought, no, I first need to do my Flosstube and then I can start the Mill Hill kit. So Zoe decided to place her butt on my purchases. So Sophie, okay. Then I bought a thread bed. I really love the colors, so I thought let me buy one. I love it. Love, love, love. And then I bought a scissor because you can't have enough scissors, I think. So yeah, pink of course. And this closes really good, so yeah. And it has a kind of a scissor fob, I think, so yeah. And let me show you my fabrics. Ik ga eens eventjes aan de kant, moppie. They're missing some floss. But I can't find it. She's all over my, oh, here it is. And there has to be another one, but yeah, she's lying on it. I bought some floss at Acorns and Threads for the bird club, the grey warbler, and for the mantis life. I'm sorry. For a mantis life, I bought the fancy floss. So these are, and then there is another one, but Zoe is on top of it, so I'll leave it. First I bought, well, not first, I bought, I'm not sure, oh, 40 count. 40 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. I am in the Fabric of the Month Club at Simone's Atelier Sout Idee, and it's Fiber on a Whim fabric, but I thought, yeah, I don't know if this is going to be in the Fiber of the Month Club, so I took one anyway. It's a quarter, I think. Yeah, it's a quarter, and it's a very beautiful neutral. So if it's going to be in the Fabric of the Month Club, that's totally fine, because yeah, you can use this for anything. So let me show you up close. It's a very light neutral, but it's so pretty. It's warmer than it shows up on camera. So yeah, and it's oh, for the count, I told you that already, so yeah. Then I picked out, this one was on my list. I saw it on Flosstube and I thought it's a really beautiful color. It's called Hydrangea by Fiber on a Whim as well, and it's a 32 count. And I'm also in the Colored Club, Fabric of the Month Club for the colored fabrics. So if Simone decides to pick this one, it's totally fine. I love, love, love this color. It's so pretty. And this is an 1/8, I think. Yeah, it's a small piece. But I love the color. It's so pretty. And then I picked out True Blue by Fox and Rabbit. It's a 36 count. And it's so pretty as well. This is a quarter, I think. Yeah, it's a quarter. Look how beautiful it is. So yeah. And look at the other side. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So then I picked out this one, Ballet Slippers in 40 count by Fox and Rabbit. It's very pale, it's very pretty. It's not really pink, but it's not, yeah, well, it is pink, but it's kind of beigey as well. But it's a warmer tone than it's showing up on camera, I think. I can't see it very well because of the sun. So I can't see the colors in the screen, but yeah. And then I picked out a very big piece of Dirty Teacup by Needle and Flax, and it's a 32 count. It's also very pretty. And this is double the size, it's folded. So it's so pretty. I saw this on Flosstube as well. I think Brenda and Laura showed it one time. And I had a long list because I was saving up for a long time. I had a list in my Evernote app with all the fabrics I liked on Flosstube, so there were a lot. And then I bought a little piece of baked clay by Fox and Rabbit in 36 count. And I bought this because I have the pattern Spring Moon. I showed you a video or two ago. And this is the call for fabric. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use it for Spring Moon, but if I decide to, I have it. So it's a very beautiful neutral. So it has a little modeling in it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah. Okay, that's the first store. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. Okay, let me pause the video for a bit. I'll put this aside and then I'll do the next needlework store. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I found the other two flosses I bought at Acorns and Threads. So we got up, so I bought these two as well. This is a Threadworks, the green one. This is for Mantis Life. No, it's for the other one from the Bird Club. Oh, the Blue Jay, the Blue Jay. Blue Jay? No. Ah, no. I'll insert it here. I forgot. So this is for the leaves, and no, not Blue Jay, Stella's Jay. This is for the pattern Stella's Jay, for the leaves, I think. And this one is Honeycomb, and it's for, I think, a Mantis Life, but I'm not sure. But these are the flosses I was missing. Okay, next needlework store. Was in Alameda when we were in San Francisco, and I was planning to go there, and then René, my husband, the night before, he looked up the address to put in the navigation, and then he came across the on the website it said you have to make an appointment, and I didn't have one. So I thought, oh, what now? So the morning after at 11 the store opened, and I called 2 minutes after 11. I called if it's okay that I came by, and in the hope they had some time left to make an appointment for me, and they had. So we decided to leave right away, and I said, is it okay if I have my appointment at 11:30, because navigation said it was a 25-minute drive. And so off we went. And now I remember I forgot to show you something else I got at Acorns and Threads. The lady at the store gifted me this bag, and I got a discount. When you buy at Acorns and Threads, you gather points, and then you get a discount on your next purchase. But because I'm in the Netherlands and they are in Portland, the lady decided she gave me my discount right there. So, and I got this bag. So yeah, but sorry, I'm all over the place again, but I forgot. So navigation said we had a 25-minute drive from the hotel to Alameda. So we went, and we didn't know. Well, to find the store, I told the lady, the needle in the haystack her name is Jen. Oh, she was so nice and so sweet. I told her it's really a needle in a haystack to find, because navigation was completely lost, and it took us 45 minutes to get there from the hotel. So, and we were in downtown San Francisco, and yeah, it was but it was no problem, so luckily for me. So the owner of the store, Kathy, oh, she was really nice as well. They are all very nice. She was very helpful, and Jen as well, and There was a girl, Marissa, in the store as well. So thank you, ladies. I had the best time. So let me show you what about. I'm starting with the fabrics. I picked out a 36 count vintage light exemplar by, I don't know, LLTN. I'm not sure who the dyer is, but if you know, please put it in the comments because I can't remember. It is a big piece, so it's a 1/4 in 36 count. And again, this is a beautiful light neutral. So what is it? I can't remember. And then I picked out Saltbush. It's by Fox and Rabbit, and it's a 40 count. And this one I picked out for, I think I'm going to stitch Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, has this design, Thursa Priscilla Dawes, and she's stitching it up in goth colors now, and she's stitching it on murky, but I think I'm going to stitch that one on this fabric. It's a 1/4 as well, and it's really pretty. Let me fold it so you can see. I love this. It's so beautiful. See the modeling? There's a little bit of modeling, and yeah, it's a pretty color. Yeah, so yeah, can't wait to try the Fox and Rabbit fabrics. I never stitched on it. Then I have Paperbark, 40 count by Fox and Rabbit as well. It's a very light yellowy fabric. It's also a 1/4 on that. So that's this one. I love it. It's very, yeah, it has a, oh no, it's much prettier in real life. Where's the sun? The sun is gone. But it's a bit yellowish, more yellow than it's showing up on camera. But again, love, love, love. Oh, and they had so many fabrics at Needle in a Haystack. They had this cupboard with, like this, all these openings. I don't know what the word is. Vakken in Dutch. And yeah. And Jen said, oh, you take it out and you look at the fabric, and if you want it, place it aside, and I can cut later. So oh, it was wonderful. Well, let me finish the fabrics first. This is a 40 count flannel by Fox and Rabbit as well. Ooh, this is very pretty. Well, they're all very, very pretty. I'm not sure. The modeling is a bit starker in real life. Is that a good word? But oh, it's so beautiful. And although I love bright colors, I bought a lot of neutral fabrics. Oh, let me show you. I'm a bit clumsy. Look at it. It's so beautiful. And these are all 1/4s. Stitcher's 1/4s. Is that the same as a regular 1/4? I don't know. But anyways, enough. Oh, there is one fabric I picked out. I think it's this one. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's that one. Then I picked out a 40 count light, extra light. I can't read. Dunes by Fiber on a Whim. Oh, I bought a lot of fiber on a whim. I wasn't aware of it, but I don't care. They have beautiful fabrics, so it's this one. It's yeah, a neutral. And yeah, it's not showing up. I don't know how. how it's possible, but it's more a warmer tone. This maybe it's more warmer, and yeah, it's not showing up on camera. Oh yeah, and that this and a bit warmer. That's exactly, and a bit darker. That's the right color. And then I picked out Fox and Rabbit, Duxbury. This was on my list as well. And it's so pretty. I bought Tony a piece of this as well, because she really wanted to try out the Fox and Rabbits fabrics. So yeah, I love it. Love, love, love. And this one I picked out for the pattern I'm going to show you in a minute. This is Vintage Lentil, again by LLLN, and this is a 46 count. I was feeling brave and I thought, let me try a 46 count. And it's yeah, it's not showing up, so it's again more a warmer tone than it's showing up on camera, but it's really pretty. And when I'm going to stitch on it, I'm going to show you on Instagram, so maybe the pictures will be better than the camera, but I can't seem to get the colors right. And this one, because the called for fabric was out and they would get new ones at the end of July, but I thought, well, I have a basket full of fabric behind me, so if I change my mind, I can always look at home for the fabrics. So the pattern I bought for the fabric, well, I bought the fabric for the pattern, but this is Sarah Rinder 1841, and it's an exclusive for Needle in a Haystack for the 25th anniversary. And look at the bird bath. I love it. So I bought this one with the called for DMCs, because the other called for fabric flosses are silks, and I don't want to stitch with silks, so I bought the thread pack and this one. And as I said, did I tell you already the fabric was out? Oh, I'm all over the place. Well, they didn't have the fabric anymore, so Kathy helped me decide help me pick out the fabric. So this is going to be the one with these threads. I hope the light ones will show up, but Kathy says they will, so yeah, I trust her judgment, because yeah, she's the expert. Yeah, it's for Needle in a Haystack, I forgot to show you the little clip, but I only had 3 or 4 pictures and I totally forgot to film. And that's because the morning I was there, the afternoon, it was about lunchtime, and in the morning Kathy got a purchase she made, and it's the companion piece of this one, and she showed me. I was so honored to be the first customer to see. It had a really old frame, and it was the original, stitched by a classmate of Sarah Rinder. So yeah, I was completely in awe, and I totally forgot to film. So I'm sorry, you only have a few pictures. But if you're ever in the neighborhood, if you're ever close to Needle in a Haystack, you must visit the store, because they have all these fabrics and flosses, and yeah, it was a wonderful store. I really, really loved it. They had so much fabric. I had to stop picking out, because yeah, at one point you have to stop, but it was awesome. So yeah, that's it for Needle in a Haystack fabrics, thread pack and a pattern. So let's do the next one. Then I went to Stitcher's Paradise in Las Vegas. Well, again, an even bigger cupboard filled with filled with fabrics. It was amazing, really. And I met these two ladies. They were stitching there, and they were so sweet and helpful. And yeah, we chatted for a while, and I want to go back. It was so my husband was doing the laundry across the street at the laundromat, and I was picking out fabric and patterns and shopping, and yeah, the best deal ever. Yeah, let me insert the video clip here.
Yeah, from 5% off. I need to take a half of allergy pill, so don't sniffle that much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the allergies this year were so bad.
I know. It's all this wonderful rain we had.
Yeah.
Days in. We loved it when it came, but boy.
My husband is doing the laundry across the street.
All across the street. That worked out well, that she's right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Very pretty. It's a ghost that should be a white, I would think, isn't it? Yeah.
Like a pearly color. I could probably do that later.
So I don't know. If that will work.
I probably have this.
That's the one that probably.
Yeah, it was awesome. And I mainly filmed the models in the store, and I completely forgot to make a video of the store itself, and I didn't want to film the customers. So yeah, it's yeah, but I hope you have a little idea of what the store looks like. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. So also that lady told me, look at the fabrics, take out what you want, and I'll cut it later. And yeah, so let me show you. This is from Stitcher's Paradise. Well, Las Vegas is not really my cup of tea. It's loud, it's busy, it's bonkers, but it was an experience at itself. It was, yeah, something you see on television and then you see it in real life. It was, no, my husband found it totally awesome, and he wanted to drive across the strip, so we did when we came back from Stitcher's Paradise, and he thought it was the bomb. I was overwhelmed, but not in a good way. When you are in a stitching store and you are overwhelmed, that's a good thing, to be overwhelmed. But in the middle of Las Vegas and all the madness, and yeah, I got a little, I don't know, yeah. But my husband really wants to go back to Las Vegas one day, and I said, okay, can we get an hotel outside the Mad Center? And I want to visit Stitcher's Paradise again. So that's my those are my conditions. At the hotel, I can change my mind about the hotel, because we were 21st at the 21st floor. Yeah, and you didn't hear anything. It was only the helicopters that flew by, but the rest was quiet up there. So that was a plus. But I digress. I was here to tell you about the Needlework stores. So yeah, let me show you what I picked out. I picked out a little piece of, I think it's an 8. Yeah, it's an 8. A 32 count Haunted by Picture This Plus. It was already wrapped. She had those in a little basket on the cutting table. So I picked out a few colors, Haunted. Then I picked out a 40 count Murky. I do have some Murky in my stash, but not 40 count. And this is an 8th as well. So for Tony, Tony really wanted a piece of Murky. So I bought her a 36 count. I'm sorry, it's the bubble wrap. 36 count and in a quarter. But I took the little piece because I made her choose. But I did not tell her what count, what kind of fabric. So I thought, I sent her a message and I said, do you want a 36 count in a quarter, or do you want 40 count in an 8th? And I didn't tell her it was Murky, so she picked out, of course, the quarter. And yeah. Anyways, this is Sand by Picture This Plus. Again, this is warmer in real life, the color. And then I picked out Bramble by Picture This Plus. It's 40 count. Can you let me take it out? This has a zip close, I don't know. So it's not that loud as when it's taped. So yeah, I really love this color. It's so pretty. And look at the modeling. I'm not sure if you can see it. Nah, it's not showing up as beautiful as it is in real life. Okay, sorry for the crinkle. Well, I'll put it back later. Then I picked out a 40 count fresco by Picture This Plus. And this is a really warm, and these are all quarters, except for the backed ones. Look at it. Yeah, it's much warmer and more pinkish in real life, but oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. And then fabric wise, there was so much, and there were all these bright colors, and there was a beautiful turquoisey greeny on the cutting table, but I couldn't decide anymore. I was so overwhelmed. It was so much. So silly me said, well, I leave it at this because I can't choose. Yeah, stupid, because now I regret it. But yeah, I have enough. I'm content. It's really because I found this one. This was on my wish list by Satsuma Street. It's a kit as well, and this is stitched on the paper. How do you call it? I don't know. Perforated paper. So I picked out this one. Really love this one. Oh, and I picked out this one. So cute. And then I bought Cardinal Kin, and I know I can get this in the Netherlands as well, but she had a bowl with all these, I think in a really small count, a high count, 40, 46 count, and it looked so gorgeous. And this one was in the front, and this one was on my list as well. So I thought, yeah, I really need to have it. It's so pretty. And I bought the flosses for this one, the fancy flosses. It's in two there is Cardinal Kin and Cardinal Kin 2. The colors are different, but I picked out the most bright colors. And then I have flosses for Spring Moon. So let me show you. Yeah, these are all fancy flosses. I'm not sure which one is for which pattern, but I'll figure it out when I'm going to put it away. Well, I'm planning on starting stitching one of those soon, but I made so many plans before we went on holiday, on vacation. So, but these are all the fancy flosses I bought at Stitcher's Paradise. Needles, my favorite. These are the Peacemakers, size 28. And I bought a purple scissor because I love purple. And I bought 2 needle minders, Krogu and Alice. So yeah. So those were my purchases from Stitcher's Paradise. I had the best time, really. And I didn't have an internet connection on my phone, and my husband was across the street, and he had he bought a SIM card in America, in the US, and I could use his hotspot, but he wasn't there, so I couldn't use his hotspot. And I really wanted to know which colors I needed for Spring Moon. And then one of the ladies who was stitching there, she said, let me look it up for you. And she looked it up at 1, 2, 3 stitch, and she gave me her phone. And she said, take it and pick out your flosses. And I said, I can take your phone. Yes, you can. No worries. I'm here. No worries. And yeah, she was so sweet. She was so sweet. And I had a real nice chat with the other lady. I didn't catch their names. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I really, and the lady who owns the store, at least I think she was the owner, she was so helpful and so, yeah, it was, again, a really nice experience. Well, really nice is an understatement. Okay, so let me pause. I'll put this away and then we can go on to the last one. Hold, please. Okay, I cleaned up, and the last one, my purchases from the attic, are now on my table. The attic, well, what can I say? It was, yeah, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah, let me tell you. Let me insert the video first. I made a video of the models and a bit of the store, so you can have, well, at the last Needlework store I finally knew how to, so my apologies for the first videos, because yeah, now I was more aware of what I wanted to film, and so let me insert that here first. okay. As you saw, it was, yeah, it was wonderful. It is a big store. How do you call it in square meters? It was bigger than the other stores, and a lot of where samplers rule the attic, and it showed. It was, yeah, amazing. We got there at 11. I had an appointment months ago. I made an appointment at 11 o'clock, and Mary, one of the women who works there, welcomed us and explained us where we could find things. And yeah, turns out she lived in the Netherlands for a little while in Den Bosch, and yeah, it was awesome. So she showed us the accessories. When you come in, there are accessories, and I started in the left corner, and I wanted to see everything before I started shopping. And in the other stores, I was for about an hour and a half. Each store was an hour and a half. So I thought, well, we had made plans for the rest of the day because it was July 5th and it was our last day there. So we had made some plans, and we would meet up with my brother and my sister-in-law for dinner that evening. So we had the whole day, yeah, for ourselves, for the two of us. So we made a lot of plans. I was planning on visiting Hobby Lobby after the attic, and we wanted to go to the Cheesecake Factory. We went to the Cheesecake Factory in San Francisco on the top roof, on the terrace. It was wonderful, and the cheesecake is so good, so good. So we looked up if there was another Cheesecake Factory in where we were. So there was one in Phoenix and in Scottsdale, I think. Our hotel was in Scottsdale. So we planned to have some cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory, and my husband wanted to swim in the late afternoon. So, well, we had all these plans. So we went to the attic, and I put some accessories in my basket, and yeah, started, as I said, in the left corner to see the models, and then I came across the fabrics. Well, I thought, let me pick out fabrics first. So I did, and it took me a long time because I picked these fabrics, and yeah, it was a lot. I was looking for Tony for some fabric, and I can't remember which one I bought for her. One of those I have, I think, or not. I can't remember. I really can't remember. But yeah, and then when I had my fabrics, my husband walked around the store because he said, I'm not going to be there the whole time, but I really want to see the difference, because he went to Atelier Sud Idee with me at Simone's when we went on holiday 2 years ago. So he said, I really want to see the difference. Is it really that what you, I don't know, how do you say it? Well, anyways, he wanted to see what the fuss was all about. Let me put it like that. So, well, he walked around, and then he sat down, and he decided to check us in online for the flight the next day. But I stayed there for 3 hours, from 11 till almost 2. And luckily for me, he couldn't check in, so he was busy all the time and sending emails to the travel agency, and because they spelled his name wrong. His name is René with one E at the end and a little stripe, but the travel agency didn't put a stripe on the E, so he couldn't check in online. So finally he got me checked in. That took a while too, but he didn't notice we were there for 3 hours, so that's a good thing. Well, let me show you my fabrics. I picked out a 36 count Veld by Picture This Plus, and I think this is the fabric they used for the A Year in the Woods, a few of them. I think that was Veld, but from each fabric I have a quarter, because that's the smallest they cut. But look at it, it's so gorgeous. And a quarter is totally fine, I don't mind. Then I picked out, it's I think it's a new fabric dye. It's called Tabby Cat. I don't know, it looks like a J. Tabby Cat. And it's called Squirrel Nutkin. And it's a 40 count. And it's really pretty, and it feels really soft. Reddish, brownish, red brownish, pinkish undertone. Yeah, a really beautiful color. So I really wanted to try that out, because I think Jean said it was, oh, let me tell you about Jean. She is wonderful. I think she said it's a French company, well, European. So I thought, if I try this out and I like it, maybe we can order it here as well. But I don't know. I didn't look into that, because the first week when we came back, I was too tired to do anything. Then I picked out Shreky Stan. Let me show you what it's called. Shreky Stan by Needlework. Never heard of the fabric dyer, but they had a table with all the fabrics from this designer, this fabric dyer, and also a very pretty neutral, but again warmer and real life than it's showing up on the camera. And I don't have a purpose. I have a purpose for one of those fabrics, and that's this one. It is called Mystic by Picture This Plus. It's a 40 count, and when I came home I thought, what were you thinking? 40 count in this color. I'm nuts, but this is on purpose for a pattern. I'll show you. Yeah, it's gorgeous, but yeah, I need to put something white underneath when I'm stitching on this, and yeah, I need really good magnification and good lighting, because otherwise and in a Q-snap or a ring, because otherwise I can't stitch on this. Then, oh, this one is very beautiful. It's by Bristol, and it's a 46 count again. I was feeling so brave. And it's called Crème Brûlée. And this is, wow. It has pink in it, it has yellow in it, and it's much more prettier in real life than it's showing up on camera. Again, warmer in real life, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me pick out a good spot. Look at it. It's like this, but a bit warmer. The light color over here is warmer in real life. But it's so pretty, and it was only in 46 count, so I thought, yeah, well, let me take that one. And then I picked out Blush by Newcastle Linen Blush, and it's a 40 count. And it's really, it's lighter than ballet slippers. It's more, I don't know, sweeter? I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not really showing up on camera, but it's a very, very light pink. No. Well, so those were the fabrics I picked out. and then one for Tony, but I can't remember which one. And let me show you my patterns first. And let me tell you, I saw this on, this was a market release, I think. I'm not sure. But when I saw this, I thought, oh, that's pretty, but didn't think of buying it. But when you see the models, yeah, it makes such a difference. I think if you saw the model for each pattern you see online, you would buy way more than you do. So yeah, this one, it's by somehow Stitchworks, and I'm planning on making a scissor fob or something. Then I picked out, again, I wouldn't have picked it out if it was just online, but I saw the model and it was wonderful. And those are two, and it's called Pretty Pear by Samplers Remembered. But the models were so beautiful. I think I have them filmed on in my clip I showed you. Then I'll put this one aside. This one was on my list for since I've been stitching, I think. I saw this, I don't know who was stitching this when I started stitching in 2020. And I came across this one, After the Roses by Ink Circles. And I love it so much. And it was hanging there. So I thought, yep, that one goes back to the Netherlands with me. And I came across this one. And it's called Don't Feed the Plants by Ingleside Imaginarium. Yeah. It's a flesh-eating plant. Look how cool. Look at the teeth. It's so, I love it. I immediately, when I saw this one, I immediately put it in my basket. I love this one. It's so cool. It is so cool. Then, for the fabric, and again, I have seen this pattern before and I think it's really pretty, but when I saw the model, it was in my video as well. It was so pretty in real life. It's called A Work of Heart by Teresa Kogut. And I love her girls, her angels. It was so pretty. And I thought, well, let me just try it. It has a lot of DMC. Look at the colors. There are so many colors. And there is, I think, a lot of confetti, but it is so pretty. So I took the gamble, and that's why I bought this one in 40 count, because I think this was only in 40 count. Otherwise I would picked out a smaller count, but yeah. Sometimes you have to be brave and just start, and maybe I will surprise myself. So yeah, just going to do it. And then I saw this model on the wall, and I didn't notice it when I was walking around, but when I start filming this, I thought, ooh, it is so pretty. And I couldn't find it, the pattern, so I asked for it, and I don't know what the lady's name was. She was a blonde woman, and she was so sweet, and she helped me find this pattern, and we couldn't find it. I flicked through all the patterns in the surroundings vicinity, I don't know where this was, and I couldn't find it. So she asked Mary, and Mary said, yeah, there has to be one more left. And she said, I saw this last week. So she helped finding it, and there she found it. It was tucked underneath this. So this was folded and this was underneath. So when you flick through, you can't see it. And then, oh, this is so pretty in real life. I'm not sure on what fabric I'm going to stitch this, or because it calls for Gloriana silks, but it has a DMC conversion. So yeah, I don't know, but there are classic colorworks in it as well. So I think I'm going to leave out the Glorianas and pick my own fancy floss instead. But we'll see. I don't know. But it was so pretty in real life. Yeah, it was beautiful. And then I bought a new rainbow scissor. Rainbow scissors. Love, love, love. I came across the needle minder I wanted to order from Simone a few months ago, but she was out by the time I got to order, and now I found it at the attic, so I bought this one, and I picked up this one, and I picked up a beading needles for the, I think the lady advised me to stitch with those needles on 46 count. I'm not sure. Oh, do I have a, no, I had some 56 counts in my hands, and it was on my dirt, something with dirt, and it was on my wish list for a long time by Fox and Rabbit. Dirt Road, I don't know, it's something like that, but it was a 56 count, and if you want to stitch on 56 count you have to use Soie Surfine. It's a really thin silk, but I don't want to stitch with silk, so I, with pain in my heart, I left the fabric at the store. But come on, 56 count, I can do that. I'm not sure. 46 count is brave enough, but I bought the beading needles to stitch. I think she said on 46 count that's easier, but yeah, but beading needles are always, I need to bead my Cathedral Woods Goddess. I really need to pick that one up. But anyways, I digress. I bought an attic needle minder because you have to buy it when you're there, and a corner gauge, and I bought 2 scissor forbs, all by the attic. And when I came in, I saw these tumblers, the attic tumblers, and I really love them. And I thought, well, if the amount at the end is not that bad, I can buy myself a tumbler. But if it's way too much, I'll leave it. So I went to the register, and the lady added all my purchases, and she was really discreet, and she turned the screen. She said, so I don't have to shout it through the store, but I didn't care. There were a few other ladies who had an appointment, and the co-workers, and my husband, so, and he's used to something. He doesn't scare easily. So she turned the register where the amount was, and my husband said, oh, dat valt mee, in Dutch. And so I said to the lady, is it okay if I add something to my purchases? And she said, sure. So I picked one of these up, and then Jean came to the register and she gifted me this tumbler, and I was so yeah, I was completely blown away by her generosity, and she was so kind. And when we entered the store, Mary said to me, "Van, oh, do you know of Jean?" I said, "I've heard of Jean, and yeah, I hope she will be in before you're finished." And yeah, I was there for 3 hours, so she came and she told Jean about us. So she introduced herself, and I was completely starstruck. I stumbled over my words, and I couldn't get anything decent out. I was so ashamed, but I was completely starstruck. She is so kind, and she's so nice, and she's, yeah, I was, yeah. So my husband, he was really nice, and he took over the conversation, so I had time to catch my breath and get my head straight. I'm sorry, I had a really big sneeze. So yeah, so I asked the lady if I could add something to my purchases. So she said, sure, sure. So I took one of those, and yeah, I didn't know if I showed you before my sneeze, but it says wear sampler rules, and this is the Attic logo. Yeah, it's a beautiful tumbler. And so we took out our credit card again, and Jean came behind the counter and she gifted me this tumbler. And I was overwhelmed. It was so kind, and she was so generous. And yeah, I was blown away. It was so nice. And they are also sweet. And yeah, we said our goodbyes because I got really emotional. And yeah, I said, I really have to go now. I get emotional. That's not, that was not the intent. So yeah, it was a wonderful 3 hours, and we got in the car, and my husband took some pictures of me in front of the store. And he said, we got in the car and he said, it's almost 2 o'clock. That can be right. And yeah, I said, yeah, it can be. It is. And so we went to the Cheesecake Factory and had a really, really nice piece of cheesecake. So yeah, it was really, I was so grateful and feeling, I've been only stitching since 2020. And after 3 years of stitching, and then you get to go to 4 of the amazing needlework stores in the US, that's spoiled. That's, yeah, I saved up for a long time. I have to admit, I don't have money growing on trees, but yeah, it was all worth it, really. Yeah, but then I had the issue of how do I get this all home? So I had 4 needlework stores I visited. There were 4 of us with 4 suitcases. So from each store, I put my purchases in our suitcase. And I asked my brother, is it okay if you have room left that I put 1 bag of fabrics in your suitcase? And he said, don't you have room left? I said, I do, but you only can get to bring back for a specific amount you can take back to the Netherlands without paying any taxes. So, and he said, but you only purchased a few fabrics. Een paar lappies, zei hij. So, he said, a few pieces of fabric, that can't be that expensive. So I had him guess what I spent it in the stores, and he was blown away. He said, for a few pieces of fabric? I thought $50, but I said no. he was flabbergasted. So I put each bag from each store in one of the suitcases. So I got it home safely, and yeah, I'm so grateful, and I'm so feeling so, well, I'm not religious, but I'm feeling blessed. I really am. Yeah. So I had a great vacation, and I still have Dutch Mania left in September. So yeah, and then it's done. I'm not going to buy a lot of stuff. Only things I really need for projects. Missing flosses, but I really want to try not to buy anything at the end of August. Is it market or is it Nashville? I don't know. But you know, when they come out with new patterns, because I have a lot, it's ridiculous. And I really need to stitch something. I'm really working hard to get some finishes, some extra finishes this year. I have my list of 8, and I want to try to finish a little bit more than that. But yeah, but you know how I am easily persuaded with new things. But no, I have to get myself together and okay, that's it. I'm rambling now. So I hope you liked it, and if you want to see more, or if you're new here and you want to see more, please subscribe. And to all the viewers that are coming back every time, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It really means a lot, and it makes me feel a part of this community. And yeah, it's awesome to be a part of the community. So bye for now. Maybe this will be in my Flosstube, maybe it's a Flosstube extra, and if it's a Flosstube extra, I'll be back next week or the week after with my regular Flosstube update with all my whips and other things. So bye for now.